Consumables. And I find this to be a scary run down to the Tomb of the Giants. I don't have a source of light either, do I? I didn't get a lantern, so that means... Look at the... I can't believe I got the Black Knight Great Axe. Cannot believe it. I don't know if I've rarely gotten that in any other build. I just... Anyways, I didn't get the lantern, so... That's not good. Means I A, missed a Necromancer, or... No, because it's supposed to be the last Necromancer supposed to drop it. Well, I have cast light, but not on me. So I don't even know if I can cast either. I bet I need to have a higher magic. Oh, it's awfully dark, and I don't remember the way down. No, we're going to go ahead, and we're going to Homeward Bone out of this one, and we're going to come back a little more prepared. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Now, I see that the Sunlight Maggot, I feel like, actually gives us more light than Cast Light does, but at least Cast Light, I mean, it takes up an attunement slot. It doesn't last indefinitely. It could go out at the worst possible time. But the Sunlight Maggot takes up a spot on your head. And the Lantern takes up a spot in your left arm for your shield. But I still feel like the Lantern is the best, in my opinion. Okay, I can't remember what's over there. Death, that's what. It's completely not worth it if I die. And if I hold to the right... Is that here? No, I can't remember where that is. I think I may have... No, it's right up here. If I just hold to the right... I always miss this. Give me that. Jump down. Patches, hello. Jump down. Get to the bonfire. Light it. See, now, shouldn't I be able to warp to that even without sitting? I'm pretty sure I should be able to do that, but... Maybe the Daughter of Chaos was there, I just didn't see it? I don't know. I can't remember. I just... Sometimes. Okay, well, we made it. And I didn't have to recast Cast Light at all. That was the Lingering Dragon Crest Ring. That, like, far more than doubled how long that normally lasts. Okay, it's actually been a long time. When I played a Sorcerer build, I came down here once with Cast Light, but never since. Because I usually get a Skull Lantern by now. And I know there is a guaranteed one down here, but I wonder what happened to the other one. Okay, well, now that we're here... We got 3 things we gotta do. We gotta head back up in a minute to go talk to Vamos. But we need to fall for this trap, save Rhea, and then we need to go over that way, and we've got to grab ourselves the Ember, which I rarely get that Ember, but we've got to get it. Well, we don't have to get it, but we're gonna get it. Yeah, so do you. I had a funny idea for a short once where it was just going to be a little quick short where it was Patches saying, "Oh, are you a cleric?" And then it was going to cut to the player, and the player was going to be wearing a full cleric set, and then I was going to select the answer, no. I always wanted to see that, but it's just a little clip I wanted to make. I still might, but I don't know. I actually have had a lot of ideas over the years and not always gotten around to doing all of them. I always wanted to get more into, like I do, let's plays, making videos like this, playthroughs are sort of easier to throw together, easier to do, and kind of fun. There's sort of like something you can do. It's sort of like relaxing, but also making a video at the same time. Some of the other videos I've had ideas for are more higher production, like I've made some machinima stuff in the past. And it was a lot of fun and somewhat rewarding, but the payoff isn't always as good. It's why you have a lot of creators now who are going from making really high production content that does get a lot of views, but it's not worth the time, so much time and effort they put into such a good product isn't as good as the maybe half amount of views they get on videos that they can turn out much more frequently. Which is sad in its own way, because good content should be its own reward, and it should be worth it, but unfortunately it's not always as worth it. But I still appreciate people who put time and effort into highly edited, highly thought out videos. And Castlight is still on. I am impressed. Soul, Lantern, Soul. Well, I may just trade away that Lantern. I can't. I just looked at what Snuggly gives you for all the stuff, but I can't seem to recall exactly what the Lantern gets you. Nope, though I look like it. Yes, they're down here. I'm going to have to kill them. Ever so slowly. Hawkring. No, not Hawkring. There's no reason I would ever need to use that. But I will need to use this to kill your friends. It is the only way. Ah. You know, the one-handed moveset on this weapon is actually pretty good. Despite the lack of range. They have poise. They have poise. What are you doing with that talisman, buddy? You gonna kick me with the talisman? No, no. It's actually kind of deadly. Well, that just fell apart. Okay, I normally don't ever die to these guys, so I don't intend to ever do that. That was not the critical damage I was hoping for. This is why we gotta get this thing to plus 15. It'd be nice if I could get a double parry. I've gotten a double parry once or twice, but not often. I think it was easier to get double parry in Dark Souls 2. Or at least that was my experience. Oh, I parried that. They can heal too if I remember correctly, so I'd rather not give them the chance to do that. Yeah, I can't trade with anyone in this game. Okay, he's down. I'm gonna have to kill him right in front of you. I'm sorry. It's just the way it has to be. She's just like, oh, please kill them gently, and I just leave you just murdering them. I don't know. I always found her her quest is sad no matter how you... She's like one of those characters who just does not have a happy ending no matter how you cut it. And I feel bad for her for that, but at the same time, she's not... Ditzy isn't the word, but she's a little clueless. Like, yeah, people are bad. I don't know how to put that to you. Not everyone, but some people are bad, and bad things happen to good people, and good things happen to bad people. It does happen. I'm not a... Not to spur a huge conversation here, but I'm not a particularly, like, religious person. I have, like, morals, obviously, and things I believe in. And I'm not a spiritual person either. I'm not going to go too deep into anything just because it opens a whole big conversation. If we're all mature adult people, we could talk about it in a friendly way, but I'm not going to start a huge... Oh, cast light finally went out. I can't believe how long that lasted. That was incredible. But what I'm getting at here is I'm not spiritual in particular. That's a very broad term, and I'm not particularly religious at all. But I do somewhat believe in karma. And I don't believe it always manifests itself instantly or in the ways you think of it, but I do believe in it. Yes. Thank you so much. Give me the miracle. That's one of the big things we came down here for. She has a few other things I like to get. I am not going to use Wrath of the Gods. It does too much damage. I think she'll have one other miracle I might want. She has her talisman that I want that too. But replenishment. Replenishment should be something good. I probably should have come down here to get replenishment much sooner. Because that is going to be really, really helpful for a couple of different things. Hello, Patches. Sure, we can talk. We're talking, right? It's not a crime. Oh, Patches. I can't stay mad at you. Patches. I actually kind of wish you could, like, summon Patches somewhere. I think that would be nice if you... Not... Because he kind of, like, indirectly betrays you. And I don't know. I like Patches. He's an okay character. He's not, like, my favorite. I like a lot of other characters more in this game. But he's good. He adds to the list. The roster of good characters. Well, when I say good characters, I don't mean he's necessarily a good guy. My, that came awfully close to my face. How best to handle this? How do we do this? I don't have much to lose. So I guess we just go in screaming and hope we don't die. I never ever make that jump. In case anyone was wondering, I've never made that jump. Not when I needed to anyways. So many spooky skeletons. So many. Give me that large divine ember. Which, in some ways, it makes sense that the embers respectively go to where you think they would. Like you in the Lost Eyes list with all the fire and chaos is where the fire and chaos embers are. Down here is where the divine stuff is, which is where it's most effective. But you think you actually might want to swap those around. It makes sense where they are, why they are lore-wise, but once I'm already this far down, a lot of players aren't going to backtrack to upgrade their weapon that way. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I think, but it mostly makes sense. I'm not really complaining about the arrows being shot at me. I'm just giving my opinion. which is what I do, and it's what I write in most of the descriptions when I make these videos. It's just me giving an opinion. You don't have to like it or agree with it. You can tell me you hate it. Don't hurt my feelings, though. Just remember that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Giant skeletons should not have bows. God, they just thought of everything. Like, okay, so for the catacombs, guys, skeletons. So many skeletons. It's like eggs, right? It's like you can cook eggs 50 different ways. How many different ways can we create skeletons? Giant ones with giant swords. We can, I think these guys also drop the Murakumo. I was actually listening to something. Do these guys drop the Murakumo? If someone knows, confirm that for me. But, I was under the impression Shiva was the only person who could drop the Murakumo, but I think these guys can drop it. I've just never had them drop it. If they can. I think I was listening to a German spy who was saying that, those guys could drop the Murakumo. I think he said that. No, I didn't need to get that. This is going to get me... If I die... That's what I wanted. Scary. But no, really, it's like 50 Shades of Skeletons, right? How many skeletons can we have? Okay, I never come this way anymore. I haven't gone this way in so long. And this leads straight up to here. And back out to where we started. Isn't that lovely? Okay, and I think that's everything we need to do down there. So I'm going to do the safe thing, and I'm going to warp back to the bonfire. Okay, she did come back up here. It's weird that Patches didn't move, but she did. Not that I blame her. I'm sure she wants to get out of where she was. Okay, so I think if I'm right, she should have Divine Blessing, which I will take that in a second. She's got a bunch of more heals we could use. I'll take another... Well, you never need... That's the funny thing. You never need more than one homeward. Why would you ever need more than one homeward cast? So that's kind of funny. So I'll probably buy a couple of those. I'll probably pick up Great Heal. There's no reason to pick up Wrath of the Gods, so I won't do that. And I thought she had her talisman. No, I have to kill her. See, she has two fates. Either Petrus will come up here and eventually kill her, or if you kill Petrus, the Channelers of Seath will come here, kidnap her, take her into the Duke's Archives, and you later find her there and she's gone hollow. So she just does not have a good ride, no matter how you want to look at it. But I'm going to grab off of her what we can. Take that. Take one of those. Take one of those. Why not? And we need a couple more for those. And that's the only thing we need. And of course, prayer. So, since I got the Rite of Kindling, I at least, if no other bonfire should you kindle to max, it should definitely be the one in Firelink Shrine. Just because it's kind of the hub place, you always kind of come back to it one way or the other. And if you need to pop in and get 20 from here, which is a nice thing you can do once you have the Lord Vessel. You can come here, you can warp to here, get the 20 and warp somewhere else and have the 20 over there. Oh, scary, scary. Well, Great Scythe, which we don't really need. That... Okay, I need to hit this switch because that door is not open because I ran through there. It's... Oh, there's the last Necromancer. See, I was wondering because we hadn't gotten one. But at least now I can kill this guy. And I'm in the correct spot. Okay, this is the spot I was looking for. I knew the spot I needed. Did he not drop that or did it fall down? Okay, if he was the last Necromancer is supposed to be a guaranteed drop for the Skull Lantern, which I... which I need. Yeah, guys, just throw yourselves down there. Don't worry about it. Which I need. I don't need, but I'm going to trade to Snuggly. I'm probably going to do any trading off screen just because that's a very long, arduous process. That is one of the few things that they made better in Dark Souls 2 that you can't argue with. Having to quit and reload the game every time you want to make a trade with Snuggly is a real pain. It's a very cool aspect of the game, being able to trade certain items and being able to, you know, figuring out before there was a list. But what I was getting at earlier when I was talking about the catacombs was it's a really cool area. It's catacombs has got to be on the top of my areas. It's very intricate. It's very well made. It's very balanced for enemies. The bosses, well, less desirable, but it's such a cool area. If there was like a demo of Dark Souls, it should either be the Burg or the catacombs where you drop players in. And this guy, he's kind of cool. He's got like a skeleton beard. That's the thing. And the pickaxe, which is actually a pickaxe. I like the pickaxe a lot. It's a fun weapon. His voice acting, though, is... Everyone, I think, agrees now it must have been intentional because they didn't fix it in the remaster, or they were just too lazy to. But his voice acting is... I mean, the voice actor is fine. It's the filter on the voice that's a little... But he's kind of a cool blacksmith when you think about it, compared to the other blacksmiths in the game. I appreciate his makeshift setup here. And he's got to be one of the more hidden things in the game, really. Because you'd probably end up falling down. I mean, you'd see the treasure and think, oh, well, I must be able to go down there. But still, the way they lead you along is good, but he's still relatively hidden. So we're going to go, we just met him, but hey, we'll give you the large flame ember. And if we talk to him again... Okay, no chit-chat, but we have, don't you want an even better ember? The legendary, yep, that one, that's the one. We got it right here. One of a kind. Perfect. So with him, and I think he has nothing special. I thought he had something special for some reason. He does have a rare, well, not a rare item, I guess, because it's a guaranteed drop. But he has a very unique item that I don't see a lot of players get, because usually they probably don't want to kill him, but he does have a very interesting helm. Modify, do we need to, okay, I think you gotta, same thing with the magic, I think you gotta go fire to chaos? Well, we'll figure this out. I should have enough. Okay, get that to fire. Now we're gonna level that up. Okay, so I believe that's how the ascension works. I'm not exactly sure. One of these is chaos, one of these is fire. For some reason I'm blanking on what the other one is, because I haven't done this very many times at all. But I will either come back here later or we'll come back here off screen. I'm going to have to obviously do a little bit more grinding to get some more green Titanite shards to ascend those all the way. And then that opens up a really nice shortcut. That's another thing. The level design is good, and it's also good in the way that there's so many different ways to reach the bottom. You can do the quick shortcut down to Leroy. You can take the long way. You can jump halfway. There's just so many different ways to go. Even jumping down here, having him break open this wall from this way, and lead you right to the bottom. Which we're not going out there. That's a very scary area. We're going to very, very safely homeward bone back.